Hello. What's going on out there in the void of space tonight? Let's see who we have in the chats of both Twitch and YouTube. Let's have a little look. Howdy guys, good to see you again. Back with another Devs Lost in Space stream. Let's see. Oh, I see so many people actually. I see Sweetfang, Blade, Gravity, Wick, Cyber, Bronstead, Rindle, Abaddon, Molten, Alistar, Philip, Void. So many people today. I've lost already. Already in both YouTube and Twitch. There's a lot of people to get through. But welcome everyone to the stream today. It's great to have you here. We are getting ever so close to the next update. As you can imagine, we just do something here. You know, as we said in the previous tweets, Heavy Industry releasing later this month, and there's not much left of this month, so you can probably take a pretty good guess at when there may be that release live stream. But as I know some were hoping it would be today, I have got a very, very exciting teaser to show in a little bit, because it's something that I know that it's one of those things that well, I'll let it speak for itself in a bit, but great to see. Let me just prep the world here we're going to be joining. I have some news. I have some we'll be doing some Q&A as always. It's always a good opportunity to kind of let you guys, opportunity for me to address some questions that the community has. And we're going to be showcasing some awesome builds that people are creating constantly. So let me just find this server here. Great, I'm going to jump on this server. Okay, let's have a look. So go leak. What time is it now? Well, we're going to leak in just a little bit. Okay, so we'll leak very soon. Not very soon, DM. Orlando, welcome. How you doing? Wick, Sig. Good to catch you guys. I'm pleased you guys can catch us live today in Twitch as well. I'm just a couple shout outs here. Lord Nightmare, Baller, Bast and Obi, Villikai, Blazing Dust, Idris, Atomic Junkie, Elfie Wolf. Many, many people. Teasers please me. Well, oh, okay. It's already out. Well, Tenable already mentioned that one, so I'll cover that one first. So one piece of news today is for the Xbox community. And yeah, really pleased to announce that mod support for private Xbox servers is now available with Nitrado. So I know mods on Nitrado has been a big question for like a long time, and I've always say, oh, I don't quite know you guys, but definitely pleased to announce that as of today, Xbox users who use Nitrado are able to, yes, use mods. So big thing there for Xbox peeps. I think Tenable, you were one of the players who've been asking this. I think every week. I think. Correct me if I'm wrong, Tenable. We want PC stuff. PC stuff is so soon. So soon. That's all I'm gonna say. Question: do you know if there's going to be any more major updates being out soon? Definitely, Frankie. I mean, the team is working on multiple, planning out and preparing many new updates for the future. So there's plenty more to look forward to, even beyond the release, which is coming later this month. So have no fear. The lots and lots of juicy stuff still coming to Space Engineers. Right, let me just get in here. I mean, we've consistently released an update every 3 to 4 months, I think, of varying size and feature set, of course. But so on the whole, you can expect like a new version of a new trailer. I don't know if I look back at the last year, exactly. It doesn't always fall exactly like that, but that might change. That's not to say that there'll always be the same amount every 3 or 4 months. Maybe if it's really something bigger it will take us longer, and if there's something smaller, it could be less. But it kind of worked out, you know, in the last couple of years that it's been around that time to prepare that stuff. Yeah. So, 1 second. So that was the main. Yeah, that was the main news that I really wanted to give to Xbox users. Was about the Nitrado. We figured that one out. Nitrado, which is great. Okay, fantastic. So here's going to be our showcase world today. There we go. So we have an F1 track here, which we're going to be using for some racing, but also we're going to use it as a paste in for do some showcase as well. So it's going to be our backdrop today as we do some Q&A and also get to that teaser. I don't know if this is definitely. I'll give you a teaser for the teaser. This is for the builders. I mean, you might say that's probably majority of the Space Engineers community, but these will definitely. Oh, yeah, no teaser. This teaser, the contents of this teaser will definitely enable a lot of new potential in builds. So that's the teaser of the teaser. So yeah, we can do some questions real quick here before we'll do some questions, do some showcase, do the teaser, do some more showcase and questions and so on. So let's do it. We can do some questions here for the early birds who got to the stream early. Let's have a look. If you got a question, guys, ideally put a question in the brackets question before it, so it stands out a bit clearer. Axel says, I have over 2,500 hours in the game. I'm kind of burned out category. Is there anything in the upcoming updates that would attract someone like me to return? Definitely, potentially, Axel. I'm curious what kind of player you are, because, you know, we've some of the content that's coming is definitely going to be usable by all players, I'd say, and some of the content is maybe more focused towards I think a lot of players, but maybe not everyone. So we're trying to mix it up, right? We're trying to make sure that every update there is something for everyone, but maybe the theme or the overall thing is maybe more interested to one, set. But I'd think so. I'd think so, Axel. Let's have a look here. Hold on. Doing very good today, Carl. Very excited, I say. I always get hyped up before a release, and we're so close. Marek's excited as well. And you can bet that we're going to have some interesting... what's the going to... I've gone on blank. Interesting stuff to announce when that comes. Okay, builder, but the issue is in construction after you've built everything. There's not much consideration to build. So, Axel, yeah, that's definitely one of the topics that we've discussed a lot on these streams, and it's been. I cannot tell you guys how great these streams have been for myself to really get like a better feeling for how the community's feeling, right? And we've openly discussed things that not necessarily are in the works yet, have been planned, but it allows. And I know that other people from Keen watch the stream, so some of the things we discuss, even though they're not planned, it really helps us to have like an open conversation about stuff, and definitely maybe adjust our our plans and think and change our priorities maybe even. So personally, I would really like to do a community poll at some point, like a community form, basically, where we can get some more data and more, because obviously there's everyone watching the stream today, but of course the community's wider than that. There's people on Reddit, people on Facebook, people. So it'd be cool to gather some some broader feelings about sentiment. But on the whole, I think we get a pretty good mix of people here. We have some Xbox players, some PC players, some builders, some PvPers. So yeah. Let's have a look. More questions. Let me jump into the Twitch chat for some questions now. Whoa, lots of questions. Is the Vanilla Seeker head overall radar something Keen is considering, or do you think that's modders? I mean, radar and detection it's something really nice, and actually something that I think in these survival worlds, one of the problems that people have is trying to find people. So Personally, I quite like the idea of having radar and having, and then to counter it, maybe some kind of like stealth tech. Because obviously, if everyone can find everyone, it's good, but there needs to be some kind of counter. Because some people prefer to stay hidden, right? No plans for that right now, but I think that radar has been one of those ones that definitely has been brought up, and I think it might play into, you know, I know a lot of you guys want like more survival mechanics in general, more fleshed out. We've spoken about food. Not everyone's into food. I think it was like 75% of people would like food if it was done in a balanced way, right? So, but there's many aspects. It's the PvE, the AI, NPCs ideas. So I feel like definitely looking at, you know, where our players spend the time. I think most people, not everyone, but most people would like to see survival in general be expanded, right? What's my role? My official role is media producer and community manager, plus a janitor sometimes, you know. No, it's yeah. So I've historically, Benjamin, I've been doing the trailers. So if you've watched not all of them, but most of the trailers in the last, coming up on 6 years now, actually. I'm coming up, I think, in about a couple months' time in my 6-year anniversary working at Keem. So most of the trailers. We've got another video guy, Ladislav, who's done the Warfare trailer, and I try to remember, was it the Warfare before that as well? Who's been doing some videos as well over the last year. So, yeah. Thanks, Marks. Flesh out survival, no food. Well, again, it was like 75% of people on the stream wanted food. The other 25% were not a fan, but like, I think if food is like one of those things that's an option to turn off, or again, my feeling on food would always be, it wouldn't be something like, if you don't eat, you die. It's more like something that's a buff, right? It's an option to have like these, you could have biospheres and I forget the name of the long kind of cylindrical growing, I forgot the name of them, but it would be maybe something like a bonus to do, or it would give you a buff or something like this. Like, I know a lot of people, when it comes to like food in games, it's like, it can be annoying. Like, you must eat. And I know this has also come up that some people feel like, you know, why are you asking the stream about, you know, what the community wants when there's like, you know, a million ideas, suggestions on the feedback forums and stuff. And that's definitely true. I mean, in the sense that we have a long like list of features that have been suggested over the years, but I do feel that like as we release updates like naturally, or like as we've been planning them, I feel like the priorities of even the community, the majority of the community, can sometimes shift as well. So there have been ideas like water, like NPCs that have been around since the beginning of Space Engineers, but there's also ones that actually kind of come up as the game evolves, right? So that's why it's always interesting to keep asking and keep talking about what you guys want to see in the game, because I definitely feel like the overall majority sentiment can switch. I mean, obviously the big ones, like I just mentioned, water NPCs, these are ones that will always be requested, but still. I'm rambling. Let's have a look here. Trying to pull out this. So much chat today, so I'm just trying to, let's have a look. Another question. Are the updates being considered... are the updates being considered always subject to being able to run on all versions Xbox? And if one can handle the resources needed, would it be avoided? I've never really heard of that, honestly, Benjamin, of a feature not being done to like protect Xbox performance, because I think at the end of the day, if there was a feature that was going to be not so... that might struggle on Xbox, it wouldn't be removed. I think it would more be limited in some way, right? Like already there are still some features on Xbox that unfortunately are like slightly more limited than on PC, and that's not because we want them to be, but it's just because of the nature of the console. And in the case of scripts, for example, it's the case of the ecosystem. So yeah. How do you join the showcase worlds? It's called the server. That's not a useful name. You can maybe maybe we can get a link in chat, actually. Maybe Climb can put a link in chat if you want to load in. We'll do some racing in a second here. I just wanted to just get a little warm-up and try and get through some questions. But as always, guys, there's never enough time on these streams to answer all the questions. Hopefully, we can just get to some of the... Yeah, let's have a look. More skins? You mean more player skins? More armor skins? I, again, love armor skins just because they can make... if you're talking armor skins, because they can create so many more functions for the same block that you've had for years. Like, I'm just thinking like a wooden tire, not a wooden tire, but I'm trying to think of a good example. There's lots of blocks that you wouldn't think they'd be used for that, I don't know, making a sofa, for example, or making some other creation in the sandbox environment that you wouldn't expect. But as soon as you see it with a different material, be it the carbon fiber or the wood or something, suddenly it makes this block have a whole new purpose. So yeah, I think you can safely assume where there'll be some more skins in the future. Maybe quite soon, who knows? Let's have a look. I'm bouncing back and forth here on the two chats. Yeah, I know that's the only problem that we do have with more skins is the fact that it does add to the texture memory. So if you, for example, if you have every single skin loaded into the game on like one grid, I mean on a high performance PC it'll be fine, but I think on some lower spec machines there has been reports of issues. But I think either in the last update or maybe in this upcoming update, I do remember hearing something about looking at that, because obviously as we add more skins, or if we do continue to add more skins, that will become more of a problem. So I do believe that the skin performance usage was being investigated to see how we could optimize that. And I'll just kind of repeat, I think I've probably seen a question about it tonight, but in general, there's always the question, you know, why don't you fix the game? Why don't you optimize the game more? Are there more optimizations and improvements coming? And again, as always, with that one, always is more stuff in the works in terms of performance and optimization. The guys are constantly looking at ways to squeeze performance out of the game and the engine. So yeah, you can definitely rest assured that there's all performance improvements will continue indefinitely. I think, honestly, for as long as the game is in development, I think it'll always be getting smaller, maybe smaller ones, maybe bigger ones, because yeah, it's something that we continue to find and optimize. So it's sometimes hard to feel these improvements. I appreciate that. If you're playing the game every day, every update, and you're building huge ships, huge worlds, sometimes it feels like the performance isn't improving. But generally, when I hear from people who haven't played the game in a while, they always come back and say, wow, the game, I don't say always, because I could be... you guys might have experienced it. From my experience, a lot of people who come back to the game after not playing for a year or two, notice that it runs much, much better. And when I think back to old videos and old streams that I used to do, either for the, either keen official trailers or on my own streams that I'm doing like all the time, when I think about how many assets and how many players and how much is going on in the world, I definitely feel even myself, and this is biased, but it's also not biased in the same way. I definitely feel like we can do more than ever now in a world, but that's just me. Anyway, I'm rambling. Can we please discuss potential improvements to AIs? You're talking about the existing AI, I assume, can't sleep, like spiders and wolves. And AI is a big topic. AI and NPCs are a big topic. And of course, recently on these streams, we've been looking at the AI-enabled mods. And this is an example of a really, really cool use to AI. And honestly, my personal player preferences, I didn't have NPCs AI that high up. I did want them, but it wasn't something that I was really desperate to see. Like, I was preferring to see something like aerodynamics and something to like add a whole new level of of creations. But after seeing the AI enabled myself and playing it, I can really, I think the AI whole thing has moved up in my personal like wish list, because I'm seeing what people, I think I always knew they could be a big deal, but I think when you actually see them and then you can start to imagine the scenarios and And it's not just like a theory, oh, you know, maybe AI will have bad performance and it won't run. We've seen them running, at least in these examples, to be running pretty well. Obviously, on a large server with, you know, hundreds of AI, who knows if what the problems or no problems will be. But in general, it's I'm definitely, and you know, I've obviously been telling Keen as well about this AI mods and how it's really exciting. So personally, I would love to see AI and NPCs right now, but it's a little early to say if anything is, you know, in the works on that. Okay. Let's have a look. Okay, I'll come back to questions a little bit. Let's have a look at this showcase world for 5 or 10 minutes, and then we'll jump into... Well, actually, we'll probably do the teaser soon. You guys ready for the teaser yet? Okay. So we got some really, really cool builds being pasted in this mega rover here that's been moving about as I've been talking here. Let's have a little look when it comes up into the hangar. It's an interesting mechanism here as well. There we go. That's awesome. That's smooth as well. And that's, again, I think back to... I still... I'm not sure if it's just me, but I still feel like one of my favorite updates since early access release, since, you know, release out of early access, was the changes to collisions. You know, like the update where we changed all the collisions so you could do stuff like this. You could have an armor block moving through, you know, a whole of other armor blocks. So I know it's a small this is why I also think in general for the updates I would love to see more quality of life things, because there's so many little things, be it, you know, GPS folders for GPS, so on blueprint folders, stuff like this which just makes players' life better. Can be so how to word it, comforting. Yeah, but this was a big game changer because we saw a whole new type of mechanisms and stuff come out of this when we changed the collisions. It was a small deal. I think it was like, I don't know, it was like 10 centimeters around every block was decreased, but it means that making smooth things that move like this and reducing clang was a big deal. So GPS, I know. I said GPS folders because I know this is a big one for you guys. GPS folders, blueprint folders. I'm not confirming it. We talked about it last week, but I can understand, especially on those survival worlds, when you have a bazillion GPS coordinates for ore, would be, you know, absolute blessing to have, right? So yeah. Anyway, really liking this rover though. It's a rover to carry other rovers. Very, very nice here. Let's see, can I see who this is by? Maybe, is this by Void, maybe? Or Indie? It's very cool. Mega rover. Let's have a look around and see what else we got in the world. Lots of rovers today. We should probably do a space showcase next time, Climb, because we're always on planets, which I know it means we can do spaceships and ground vehicles, but there are some things that only really work in space, so we should probably do that next time. Just hold the questions for a second there. We'll get to I'll get to some more questions in just a little bit, so hold your questions. And as I always say, I'm not ignoring your questions. It's just, it's impossible to answer them all in one go. So, yes, I would like to get to all of them eventually. Oh, this is cool. This is like a, so it's like a rover, a remote-controlled rover printing factory mobile. So how does it get down then? I'm liking this. I'm liking this a lot. Right, it's printing these little guys. How do they get down to the surface? I'm just going to wait to see if it's got some trick up its sleeve. We'll see here. Yes, because it's a space game. I know. Does it just yeet them off the deck, does it? Doesn't, okay. I was hoping there might be some kind of ramp mechanism, but I don't know, how does it yeet off, how does it do that? Let's see. Okay, they're closing up the doors now. Maybe they fly. Maybe they have like one atmospheric thruster just to boost them off or something. I'm waiting. We'll see. They get yeeted? Really? But how though? Like just like using X key to bounce up. Maybe look below. Oh, maybe the... Is there something on this side? Oh, okay. There we go. Okay, they drive forward. Because they were out the back, I assumed they would go out the back. But actually, there you go. Okay. Nice. So they actually get... I guess for storage, they can get put on the back. But ideally, they get built and they drive off the front and they get dropped down. It's a mother rover giving birth to little rovers. I don't know. Okay, then. All right, is this who I think it is? I recognize this build style. I'm just curious. No, okay, it's Void. Cool, kind of futuristic pickup truck here. 6-wheel, look at that. That's nice. Okay. Now this I've seen before. This is a huge portable mining rig. Spins on the end. I think they can lock into place. I've seen this before in the workshop. It's very impressive, actually. That's a nice... Look at that ship there. That's beautiful. Let's have a little look. I reckon... This kind of feels like... I reckon... Oh, it's got retractable land... I recognize this build. This looks like the same builder we saw for the really cool looking fighter last week. The landing gear are almost identical. So I'm feeling like this is from the same creator and the same color scheme as well. It's a very nice ship actually. And I can tell you it will benefit from some of the blocks coming in the next update. No, I know that for sure. There we go. Chonk. Cool. All the machinery's coming out today. Look at this. The Goliath. Wow. That's very nice, actually. Okay, so have you heard anything about when Warfare 2 DLC is coming out of the patch notes? So, Jam, as I kind of mentioned before, there was I kind of said that obviously Warfare 1 hinted at there being a Warfare 2, but the Warfare 2 might not necessarily come up straight after Warfare 1. And obviously, we've kind of already said that this month, Heavy Industry coming later this month, so obviously Warfare 2 is not the next update, or the coming one, should I say. But no details on that yet. What can I say? It's going to be significant. I'll say that. That's what I'll say. So, yeah. That's all I can say now. It's too early to mention that. But I know not everyone's into combat, but many are. And obviously looking towards other kinds of weaponry, so... yeah, when I mentioned heavy industry, you summon the engineers. Yeah, this is really nice. It's a really, really nice vehicle here. Look at that. Look at the base as well. It's got small... Oh, look at the... I like the treads. And I know treads are another big thing that is really, really requested. But they've kind of created... tread-like wheel system here, I guess you can say, which looks quite stable actually. Yeah, I don't do combat, I create, and that's totally. And what I will say, Spectre, is that even like the last, even in if an update is more focused around war, there will still be content in there that builders and peaceful players will appreciate, I think. Okay. Oh, there's the Dr. Dylan in the chat. I optimized the Goliath for hours. It's very stable. It looks really stable, actually. Like, sometimes these, like, excavators and these bigger mining builds, they can be a little temperamental or a little bit clangy. But, yeah, this actually looks pretty stable here and something that you could use in a survival setting. Let's see. Okay. That's also nice. Oh, this is like, oh, it's part of the same system here. So this is the same kind of build as that huge dropship that was building these little rovers. But it's like a little carrier here. Look at that. That's so cool. So every week, we always see something that we've never seen before. Okay. That's how they get on, I guess. Oh, that's how they get back on, right? So they can deploy them at the front. And then this... well, it's not a rover, but it could be a rover. It could be a drone. Can go out into the field and then pick them up and then put them back on the back, put them on the back of the larger vehicle there. That's very nice. Okay. Okay, I got a question from Skyfall here. Have you learned to add a water system with materials that you drink, water cycle, drinking water tank? So Skyfall, as I already mentioned today, you know, water, well, food is a big area that a lot of people, not everyone, but a majority of people want, even if it's an option. I can't say we have any plans for it right now, but, you know, as going forward into thinking about how a bigger update might look, and I still feel like survival is still the biggest area that can be still built upon. And even for the creative players, there's still plenty of things that can be added to survival that will also benefit creative players too. So, right, I'm gonna just, before we I'm just gonna go out for a race here. Climb, do you know if there's a race? There's a racer in TAT. These are all the... Okay, this one looks quite nice actually. Let's jump in a race and let's go around this track here. Oh no, that one's missing a seat, I think. This is the garages here. They're all... Actually, I'm not sure if any of these are drivable. They all seem to be... I'm not sure. Maybe that one just needs a seat. I'm not sure. We could just paste anything in. See here. So, Kentucky Fried Chicken asks, with most of the updates I've seen, they have come accompanied by a DLC. Is this just a sum, or will all future one be the same? So yes, that has been, you know, what we've been doing for the past couple of years. But I will say that it's not like a definite. It's not necessarily something that will always be. And I know that a lot of you guys would like a bigger update that, you know, wouldn't contain DLC. And definitely we hear you guys on that, you know. It's tough because I know some players have no problem with the way the current format of releases, and but I know others do feel that they're not a fan of DLC in general or the amount of DLCs. So so definitely it's not set in stone that every update has to come with DLC. I mean, actually, there was 2 updates in the last couple of years that didn't contain DLC. One was the crossplay update with the Xbox, and the second one was the holiday update of 2019, sorry, which contained the small ship glass and the control station, and there was one other block in there as well, I think. So there has been some, there's definitely been some updates that have, you know, some 1.192 or so, I can't remember the exact number, but there have been some as well that have not. But does that kind of answer the question? I'm not sure. Ashura says, I really don't mind the DLC. The pricing is fair in my opinion, especially considering the price paid for the full game. And that's it, Ashura. I don't know if we did a poll on it, where the overall community sentiment would be about the current content and DLC releases. You know, if it's 50-50, if it's 40-60, if it's, you know, 70%. I'm not honestly sure where the complete sentiment to the current release format is, but I know that it's not a one-sided thing on either way. So okay, I haven't got an F1 car, but I'm going to do a run on this track. Let's see how it is. It's very nice though. I love the... Are they using... Okay, they are using the concrete skin here. I'm in a Jeep, but it'd be much nicer probably in a F1 car. I like... You know, I'll tell you what I like with this track is it's the I've raced on a lot of... Oh. I've raced... Oh, you wouldn't think so. I've raced on a lot of tracks in SC over the years. Like, so many. Countless racing tracks. But this one has got some really nice voxel work and kind of work embedding it into the environment, actually. Like, got some trees in there. It's kind of quite natural. And well, apart from all the asphalt or whatever. But, you know what I mean? Like, it's somehow integrated with the environment quite nicely here. So, big props to the designer here. All right, I need to... see here. I can really pace that car. I just wanted to have a drive around and see how it feels. Okay. So talking about ship combat, so obviously we kind of mentioned in the Warfare 1 blog post that, you know, we want to look at all aspects of combat in SE this year, you know. Going back to the statement, this is a year of war in space engineers or something like this. So and again, also worth pointing out that doesn't mean that there'll be only kind of combat-based content, but yes, you know, we want to look at every element of combat in space engineers, because combat is something that a lot of people have been asking for, improvements-wise. All right, guys. Yeah, I can see you guys discussing the DLC update format in the chat right now, and I can already see that in the... Hold on, let's see here. I'm just going to read some of these. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Oh, game sound. Thank you for reminding me. It's... even looking in the chat now, I can see it's quite a polarizing topic, right? So, definitely, it's. I'm driving. I'm like the. I don't know, the. Safe, not the safe. No, I'm too slow to be the safety car. I'm like the. I don't know what it would be. Emergency car. Too slow for that as well. Combat seems perfect as it is. Interesting. Not yet. The teaser soon. I'll tell you what. I'll put a time on it, as I did last week. On the strike of the hour, guys, the next great teaser will be revealed. Okay? So just 13 minutes, and we'll reveal that teaser. Before I do that, I'll go over the existing teasers, just in case any of you guys missed one of the previous teasers. So you can count down to the hour here. Yeah, this map isn't the work. I don't know, actually, Avernest. It's using your script. We're not using the racing script right now because it's a bit chaotic right now. But if we restarted the map, maybe we could actually get everyone to actually race. Because, I mean, it's kind of become a spontaneous showcase server at the same time here. But I've done the whole track now, I think. Whoa. See you later. Okay, that was interesting. Oh, that's a nice car. I feel like we should just find one really nice car and, like, all rock with that. Like, this is looking nice. I'm going to swap mine out for this. Hold on. This is a nice car. This was built for me in a survival world, but I need something a bit more stable at high speeds. Let's see. Leaking reactors still don't deal... Oh, okay, don't deal damage. That's an interesting thing, actually. Atom Gamers. I can't see I've personally seen a request for leaking reactors dealing damage to... Is that something that you guys would like? If you went near a nuclear reactor, your player would take, like, damage slowly? It's an interesting idea. I mean, it kind of makes sense, but yeah, it's not something that I've considered or thought about, actually. It's interesting. More threats. It would definitely mean dealing with a damaged ship. Dealing with a damaged ship. Whoa, it's a lot of yeses. There you go. Yeah, it would make an engineer's life more dangerous, wouldn't it? Wow, that's pretty clear there. I don't see anyone knows. Radiation damage. Heat radiation would be so legit, and it's another area of survival. I think that okay. Let's look at readying. Yeah, so everyone who's in the world, we've got 19 players. Wow. So anyone's in the world, ready up on the start line, please, and we'll try and do a race here. You can bring your own vehicles, or you can copy and paste the one that. I mean, I might paint mine actually. Hold on. Let's see. I'm gonna give mine a. I guess neon's always interesting. Oh, it's ownership. Hold on. Ownership? Ah, I can't take it. Okay, it's great. It is. All right, we're ready. We're ready. Everyone up here. Okay. We hated that mod dying. Look up hazard mechanics in the workshop. Keith, I don't know if because honestly, the idea of radiation damage, I don't know. I've played a lot of mods over the years, but I must have missed that one when that was there because I don't remember ever having damage. Oh, maybe I did actually in a scenario. Maybe like this Outpost 17, I think it was called, had like radiation damage. It was somehow scripted, I think, but still. When are they going to fix the lava suit color? Not being able to color it, Collector. I need to. It rings a bell, the lava suit issue. Yeah, wacky races here. All shapes and sizes. Oh yeah, and if you type, yeah, that's it. So if you guys type RCD join, you will appear on the leaderboard on the left, the top left. This is Avaness's racing script here. So /RCD join to join the race. And we can actually keep track of the positions here as well. Actually, Avaness, can you start the race if that's possible for us in a second when I give the go ahead? How many Warfare updates are you planning to release? Well, Dante, that's a good question, and not one that I can really answer now. I mean, you can definitely be sure there'll be 2, because there wouldn't be a 1, but yeah, it's definitely too soon to say exactly what, because, you know, I could say, oh, they'll be free, but, you know, maybe if you know, all the content was in oh, I'm rambling. If all the content of free was in 2, or like it was like suddenly we wanted to break it up a little bit or something, like, you know what I mean? I cannot say really if there'll be more than 2, but there will be another one. So yeah. And it also depends how you guys, I think, how the community reacts to maybe this update. That's another thing. Like every update and DLC that we release, we definitely look at how the community reacts and how that shifts what people want to see in the game and what kind of area becomes more requested, you might say, outside of the big NPCs, AI, and you know, water or something. So, you know, maybe after this next release, and if there's whenever the next Warfare drops, maybe you guys will be like, okay, that combat is great now. I want other stuff, you know. So that's the thing. It's our focus can sometimes shift or evolve depending on how everyone's feeling. So anyway, let's go because we're 8 minutes out from the teaser. So let's do one race real quick, and then we'll go. So whenever you're ready, Avaness. It's the lights. I think there is lights up there. Yeah, we should see lights. Handbrake off. Let's see. Can they... Oh, red! Red! No, not yet. Amber! Green! That's the cool... I like the lights there. That's very nice. Look at those lights. The light... I think they're... Someone's... Okay. Whoa, guys. Slow and steady wins the race. Come on. Yeah, this car here definitely is more equipped for racing than some of the other contestants here. We're doing pretty all right. I'm not going too far. Oh. Oh, hello. That wasn't good. Whoa, 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 whoa. Aggression. Aggression out on the track here. My. Where am I? Oh, I'm out off the track. Let's see if I can get back on here. To jump on. Oh, I can't. The car's such a low rider. It's hard to get back on the track here. Let's see. All right, there we go. Who's win? Oh, the position's not working, actually. I just noticed the position thing on the left isn't working. So I think it might not be set up correctly, Avon-S, so that's a shame. That's okay. Hey, Wedge, how you doing? Oh! You suddenly lose control here. I definitely... What's the ping like as well? I feel like I'm getting... No, it should be fine. Interesting. Okay. Just my bad driving, I guess. Am I going the wrong way, am I? No, I'm going good, I think. Oh, maybe I... No, I'm going good for now. Definitely some players are better than others, some racers. And a couple of the people who zipped off ahead have got control, there's no problem. You just have to not steer too much, because of the slight delay, you can oversteer, like I just did there. Although I feel like I'm fighting some kind of phantom force here as well, because it definitely feels like I'm not always turning at all, and it's forcing me to turn. So I'm not sure if those wheels are quite close to the I'm not sure. Don't read chat and drive. I know that's the problem. I've got to focus in. See, I couldn't steer there at all. That was weird. Interesting. I do like... Again, I'm having not the best day with vehicles today, but yeah, again, steering completely stopped working there. That's really weird. I was pressing like A and it wasn't moving, so I'm not sure if it's a server thing or if it's the car, but something fishy is going on. Okay, now it's okay again. Kind of. But yeah, I love the track. The track's really nice. Definitely I should add this one to my collection, because oh, into the pits, that was a mistake. I have to try this again sometime, because I really like the layout. It's not too long, and if the racing script was working, it'd be perfect, I think. There you go. I've also have a very low FOV, which is not making it that easy. So, turn the gyro off, you reckon? Okay, guys. So we're 4 minutes out from when I said the teaser would be revealed. In the meantime, let me prepare for you the existing teasers, just to bring you up to speed, just in case you haven't seen the previous teasers here. Let's have a look. So, very first teaser was the 1x1 small grid merge block. Let's just get this up here. There it is. Okay, so that was the first one. Second one. The small magnetic plate. Just looking for something here. Where is that? Oh, there it is. And later confirmed. This was the teaser we revealed last week, and people were asking, hey, you know, does it come in the large variant as well? And on Friday, we confirm that as well. There it is. Large grid. Large grid. Yes! So magnetic plates going to be a huge deal for creating, you know, custom landing gear, all kinds of complicated mechanisms and drop pods and locking on things without needing a massive landing gear. So huge, huge, huge potential for uses of this. Okay, so that was the third one. And the fourth one, which we shot on Monday. I don't have a video of it, unfortunately, so I'm going to have to put a GIF up here because for some reason I can't find the video of it. So the fourth one, that's right, okay, was this. There it is. It's a GIF quality here. Big red button. There it is. So this was the one posted on Monday on social medias. So this was the teaser so far. And we're 1 minute away. Are you guys ready? Let's see some hype in the chat for today's exclusive reveal. And you guys here on the stream get to be the first to see it. And I think you're going to be just a little bit happy here. So, I'm shaking with excitement because this is the big... This is something that I know... This is something that I know has been requested for so long. Oh god, okay, I'm nearly ready. I'm nervous. Okay. Is it? Oh, it's 8 o'clock. All right, perfect. In. Hold on. I'm gonna hide his way for it as well. Okay, good. In 3, 2, 1, teaser time. And there we go, guys. So the music was perfect. I didn't plan for the music, but it just worked there. Okay, so, yes. Oh, the music even ended there as well. Let me have a look. Come back in here. There we go. So as you may have guessed it, yes, armor plates. So, I know one of the big things has been... more armor blocks, right? And I think it was the Wasteland update. We added a bunch of new armor blocks. And the next big thing, everyone was like, yeah, that's great, but where are the plates? And the plates have been something that I think is... It's again been a request, I think, from almost day one Space Engineers. And I actually, again, I made this, the video here, and it's just... I try to show... I didn't actually put them on any ships, actually. This was more just to show the number of variants you've got. So I can count them. That is all the variants there. You have... I think it's... Hold on. I think it's 13. 13 different blocks there. Right? Let me just check again. It's like quarter and... Let's see. 3, 6, 9... Hold on. 3... Oh. Maybe even more. Maybe... Hold on. Maybe actually 16. So, yeah. But as you guys can imagine, the potential this will allow you guys to build. I mean, you saw some of the patterns people use already with the fantastic modders. So, obviously, armor plate mods have been around for a long, long time. Obviously, I think Uncle Steve was the first. I could be wrong, but obviously more recently... Enenra with the AQD as well. So there's been many versions of armor panels over the years. But oh, there we go. So Aragath has also confirmed it as well. I'll just, so there is no speculation. There are 16 blocks in both heavy and light armor variants, and for small and large grids. So 64 new blocks in total, all variants combined, coming in the next update, releasing later this month, Heavy Industry. So that's some clarification on the stats as well. And yes, these are also, you know, these will obviously be part of the free update. That's right. Also remove the speculation that these would be DLC. So yes, these blocks will be free for all players. 64 variants. So there we go. Yeah. Any questions about that? I don't know. Let's see. There's probably... Yep. I won't say too much now because obviously we're still some time out, and I'll let the update stream and, you know, and others and the trailer, you know, speak for some of this stuff. But yeah, I mean, you can see... yeah. Yes, skins. Yes, skin compatible. So, there we go. Actually, yes, I made this trailer, I made this teaser. This is actually with the this is actually with the skin. This is with the industrial skin. I forgot the name of it now. Let me check it. The battered armor. This is actually with the battered armor skin. It was just a coincidence, I think, that I made it with the battered armor skin. So see, there you go, showing it there. So, yeah. Okay, guys. So, yeah, not the trailer today, Arm. It was a bit soon for a trailer, but soon. So, definitely, really excited to have that announced. And as I said, the potential for the players and the community with these blocks is insane. And actually, you know, I know our designers are really excited by that as well. So, yeah, loads of questions about. I'm not going to be. That's just supposed to be a teaser rather than a, you know, an update stream. I'm not going to address too many questions about them yet. I will cover all that because obviously people will be asking, you know, whenever the update drops. So we'll keep that. Release date soon. By the end of this month. Later this month, eh? All right, guys. So have a look on time as well. Okay, we're fine for time. So we can answer. I can answer some more questions here. I'll leave the showcase in the background. There's some still some cool builds being showcased here. See, is that a Tesla there? I feel like that is I feel like that's a Tesla, isn't it? It's a Tesla build. For a teaser, that was a lot of info. Yeah, I know. Well, they're kind of self-explanatory, and I also didn't want to leave too much. What's the word? Like, didn't want to allow for any too much negative speculation about if they'll, you know. So I wanted to clarify some things with that. So there we go. So anyway, any questions about SE in general? Yeah, not about the next update, because I say we'll be addressing those on the release live stream for that next update. So any questions in general at SE? Can we have cross-play enabled on the showcase? We've done it before Tenable, but the last time we did it, we had some issues, and it's only because I'm not setting up the server, so we can potentially do it. Yeah, I'll speak to Clam again to see if we can maybe do that for the next showcase session, okay? I appreciate Xbox users want to jump on as well and get on the server and showcase their builds. Maybe better would be to do just an exclusive Xbox showcase session one time. Okay. How are you doing? I'm doing good. Excited, AJ. Very excited. Very excited, because there's still more to be revealed, of course. So yes, we wouldn't show everything before the update drops. Will there be more PCU for Xbox? Because I build a lot. So, Master Chief, I mean, more PCU is one of those things that, of course, we want to allow Xbox users to have. It's more just about ensuring performance. The best way to have more PCU now is to play on a server. But of course, you know, you can either join a server or you know, getting your own server is not something that's free, of course. So I appreciate that Xbox players also want to have, you know, more single player or hosted game PCU, and it's a matter of optimization. You know, if the team is able to optimize the game further and further, then Xbox will run better with more stuff going on, and yes, PCU can be increased. So it's not a question about like not wanting to. It's just like more about keeping it realistic, you know. Hold on. Bigger drills. Dying Titan, I think I'm just going to address the bigger drills. It's more a general point that I know having bigger blocks in general to reduce potential lag is something that is wanted by players. So like having bigger drills, so you have to have less smaller drills, or having bigger thrusters or bigger gyroscopes, you have to have less of the smaller variances, is something that, again, it's something that I would like to see. Having these capital grid size stuff, and so you don't have so many blocks. Yeah, I can't say right now there's plans for it, but I think it's always been, it's one of those suggestions that is on the master list, right? It's yeah, like having a mega drill that is the same as having, like, you know, 15 drills obviously makes sense, because, well, at the same time, the bigger drill would still deform the voxels at a bigger rate. So I don't know how the drills work out performance, because probably less than having multiple small ones, because just the calculations, but still, because it's a bigger area, there's more voxel being removed, right? So let's see. So many questions. I'm now just trying to, as I'm trying to pick the best ones for the time here. Let's have a look. So smaller blocks for drones. You mean like a smaller blocks, grid size, like micro blocks? Currently, the grids, the small grid and large grid, are like they're part of the fundamentals of SC. So the potential of smaller grids is huge. Like being able to even build more detailed stuff or having drones is a huge deal. And I think I was asking, I think at one of the streams recently I asked, like, what would you guys rather have, mega blocks or micro blocks? So like a grid size larger than the one we have now, large grids, or micro blocks smaller than the small grid now? Like, what would be more useful for more play? Out of curiosity, like, would mega blocks be more useful, or be able to build like drones and, you know, super small stuff be more useful? I mean, compound blocks would be even better. Yeah, compound multi blocks, of course. But yeah, we can do it. Let's do a straw poll. It's always fun. Let's do a straw poll right now, out of curiosity. I'll whip a straw poll for us, hold on. See where the community of the Twitches and the YouTubes today is feeling. Micro blocks or mega blocks? Question mark. Just two options to keep it simple. Just if there was like one, like, also scaling blocks, all the rest of it would be, you know, again, probably ideal because anything. But if you had to pick only one, this is it: micro, mega. I'll put smaller than small grid to make it clear. I guess that's obvious, but yeah. Mega larger than large grid. Yeah. Okay. Here is the straw poll. So let me know. Don't. There it is. Paste it in chat here. Visit the straw poll and let's find out today. Let's put this to rest. What would be more useful for players? In theory. Yeah, I mean, micro might be quite hard to use because if it's that small, like you know, it would be harder probably. It would require more dexterity of your hand movements, I guess. But not impossible. I think there's been a micro block mod before. I vaguely remember one like 3 or 4 years ago. That was quite popular. Mega can save on PCU. Yeah, Mega will allow you to build, like, you'd have huge ships that, you know, imagine, like, I don't know, let's say one slope block. I don't know why it's slope block, but one slope. Just imagine this, like the side of a ship, for example. Rather than having one slope block, this mega block would be like three attached. So, like, you could drag a whole line out, have mega. I mean, that's what I should have put at one of the options, actually. I should have put one of the options, Alias. If there was 3 things, what would you rather have? Micro, mega, or being able to put blocks on the existing grid, small grid and large grid? I feel like in that case, people would probably opt for that, which is obviously compound blocks. Or I feel like people would probably go keep the existing block size and do compound blocks over everything. Why can only one person sit on a couch? That's, again, Bast, from a current limitation that... Basically, hold on. Yeah, current limitation that basically only one character can interact with one block at a time. So yeah, it's I can imagine in some, you know, it's some frustrating sometimes, but it's a limitation right now that we have to allow that. I don't know what it would take to overcome that, honestly, though. Quality of life update for the couch. Couch update. Okay, great. Climb. Whenever you're ready. Okay, the results coming in, and Micro is winning it. Micro blocks of 62%. There you go, guys. 62%. 108 votes for Micro. 65 votes for Mega. Micro, eh? Lazy boy recliners. Man. Multi-block couch? No, I was just thinking if we don't have one of those. I guess if the couches are modular, right? You still have the problem. Well, I guess if the corner was on the very corner and it was on the very edge, you could maybe do it actually. If the blocks are modular, if the couches are modular, but took up a whole block space, there'd still be massive gaps. So you'd have to somehow like push the blocks into the corners. You know what I mean, or the sides. Okay. So this is just another showcase bulk here, guys. You can paste in stuff again while we're just talking and hanging out here. Honestly, I really enjoy these streams, guys. I know I definitely get messages and I read comments from some that, you know, it's frustrating because you feel like I'm ignoring you. But in general, like I really enjoy answering the questions, and even if I can't answer the question properly, I can at least somehow address it in some way. So yeah, thanks. I just want to thank everyone for being here today. It's awesome to have so many people. Okay. What about grenades? It's a good question. I can't say anything about that for now, Carl. I mean, obviously in SE currently, we don't have any throwing mechanics of any kind. You could actually open it up to all kinds of stuff other than grenades. It could be all manner of items and things if there was a throwing, and that could also even lead, throwing mechanics. And then I know there was also people wanted like melee mechanics as well. So there's that stuff with like, it's not saying world interaction, but can also open up big doors. But I can't say anything about that, unfortunately. No, it's... This seems quite stressful. I mean, if it seems like I'm really like fired up or like rambling, it's because I'm really excited. I'm really, really excited about some of the stuff that's coming, and I'm really excited to see, how the community reacts to it, honestly. And I know it's hard sometimes. I know with SC, I know people have issues with the game and stuff, but it's the thing at the end of the day is that I can tell you that everyone at Keen really wants the game to be as stable as possible. And it's a product, it's something that we can be proud of as a company, but also everyone in the community also is happy with the project. It's yeah, so it's definitely like it doesn't benefit us at Keen for the community to not be happy. That's the main thing, right? At the same time, it's I think always there's different opinions about direction and so on, and I also appreciate that we were just talking earlier that one of the hello, 1 second. I just got a surprise gift of I got a banana smoothie here in like a beer, in a Pilsner beer cup. So cheers guys. Yeah, cheers to banana smoothie. Here's something I prepared earlier. I can't say I've ever drank a smoothie out of a beer, a pint glass before, but it works. Hold on a second. Trying to pull some more out. Yeah, Aragath. We got Aragath in the chat. We've got to get Aragath onto the Devs Lost in Space show. Heck, Devs Lost in Space came from... The name Devs Lost in Space came from a stream that me and Aragath used to do on my channel 5 years ago now. Basically every like Tuesday night, we'd stay in the office late and we'd just mess around, play some survival, play some scenarios and stuff. And I'd always get Aragath. Aragath was there and we'd stay up until like 4 a.m. It was crazy times. So I missed that guy. He's obviously working remote. Well, most of us are working remote now. But yeah, you can trust Aragath. He knows a thing or two about building an SE. And he says, armor panels let you do crazy amount of things. It's not just for creating structures. Or it's not just for shaping structures. And I think Aragath and myself, actually, I think, we would... he's always been a kind of an advocate for these armor panels. And I know, because I've seen screenshots, and, I know he's been having an absolute blast experimenting with them and the level design and stuff like that. So it's really... Oh, yeah. Okay, so Rivian's here. So just for the guys who missed it, I'll put the teaser on one more time. There we go. This was what I was talking about, Riv. I told you. The Riv update. There it is. So yeah, Viken. I love this game, and to be made by a small publisher, it's great. Thank you for your support, Viken. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Okay. Look at this server. Holy moly, there's a lot of stuff being pasted in here. So much stuff and never enough time to look at it all. It's running much better now, the server, actually. I don't know. I think the last map was having some problems. Climb, is that armor plate clip? Is that with dramatic music as well? The server's called... Again, it's just called The Server. It's a very specific name here. But it's got 29 players on. And I think the world is called like Showcase World, so that might help. But I haven't got an IP to give to you guys, unfortunately. Enough people are finding it. We've got 28 people on the server. It's crazy. Keep them coming, guys. Keep these great builds coming. They're providing an awesome backdrop here. Okay, trying to answer more questions. Okay. Let's have a look. Maybe it's worth increasing the distance between planets. I mean, some are already pretty far away. I think Pertam is like super far away, right? I mean, already most planets you kind of need a jump drive. I mean, you can use like normal propulsion, but it's going to take you a little while. Honestly, recently I've been playing. I often play with a speed mod. I know the speed limit in SE is something that is being requested to be increased for a long time. And as a player who's played now, I think a spin-off here. I think I may have just crossed. No, not quite yet. I thought I might have crossed 6,000 hours, but not quite. But I'm coming up at 6,000 hours. And yeah, using a speed mod and stuff is fun. And the reason that it hasn't been increased in vanilla is purely because it's still the speed limit as it is now is the assurance that we don't have physics issues and so on, right? That the further you get over that speed, the more problems you run into. Not always. Sometimes it's kind of like it's kind of risky, but at some point, like I think some players would rather have the risk than like maybe some newer players maybe getting confused and thinking there's some bugs. Well, having the bugs and like, you know, wondering why they're happening. So okay, look to my right. Wow, it's a massive... Look at that plane. Hold on. I can't move. Whoa. I recognize this station, right? Isn't this Voids? Man, look at that. Whoa. That's beautiful. It's an absolute chonker as well. It's from... Wait a minute. Beautiful. Okay. Yeah, so we were talking about distance to planets. Just in general, what do you guys think about that? The planets aren't at realistic distances, of course, but just tell me one word in the chat. planets. Just right, too close, too far. That's not one word, but still, too close, too far. I'm just curious if there's... I'm not doing a poll here, just a general vibe to see if I can see... Or maybe it would depend. Maybe you'd have bigger distance if the speed limit was higher. I don't know. Fine, too close, too close, too close, just right, too close, just right, just right, just right, too close, too close. I mean, no one's saying too far, right? Just right, too close, not enough speeds. Just right, a bit too close, good. Oh, one person, I say, a couple too fars. But I mean, I feel like if I was to take an average of that, we've got a lot of people saying it's just right, and a lot of people saying they're too far. Hold on, too close. Wait, too close, yeah. So I feel like average it out, it feels like it needs to be a little bit further away, right? Not a little bit, but maybe further away, but not too far away, because that will then switch it a little bit there, so. Okay. Have a great night, Aragaf, and I'm sure you're looking forward to the full update reveal very soon. Don't change it. Not that it's perfect per se. Okay. I mean, the thing is, I think what you need is probably just keep the existing worlds and maybe just like make a different world. You know, we have the custom games. Just have a custom game that's like, I don't know what you call it. Like, it could be even further planet distance or something like that. Just like, it could basically be the star, the solar system map. But everything's like twice the distance or even more. It could be like 10 times the distance, like super extreme, and then you have to make multiple jumps and like a long journey to get somewhere, you know? So that could be rather than like, you know, completely changing the existing modes. I'm not sure, Riv, honestly. I don't know yet about vaccinations and visiting. I don't know what we're doing in visits. We haven't had anyone visit Keen for a long time because of COVID. And I honestly haven't asked about it, so I'd have to check. I mean, Keith's saying, you already empowered us to make our own system. Why would you change the star system well? Because that's what we're really discussing is a pre-made... Well, right, yeah. I mean, that's what I think as well. Like, most of the worlds that I play on, be it scenarios or survival or whatever, we play on worlds that are set up customly. So you can make your own worlds and have any distance you want. So it is an interesting question why people want planets further away. I mean, maybe just for the quicker access rather than having to set it up manually and do the admin stuff. Because I know some people don't like turning on admin mode at all because it kind of feels like cheating or something, right? Am I right? So if there was a version that was further away, it would be good. And not a question about ray tracing. There was a... David, you're asking about ray tracing. No plans for ray tracing currently. I'd be really curious. I think that could definitely come later down the line, but I think it would take up some resources to do, and at the end of the day, not everyone has the power to run ray tracing. And like a lot of things in SC, it makes more like VR actually. These things are really cool, and obviously in the case of ray tracing, it can make the game look like an almost night and day difference. But it's always trying to. When we have the resources, it makes sense to do features that can be benefits that are like a benefit to everyone or the majority of people. Like, I'm curious, like, put an 07 in the chat if you play with ray tracing. I'm sure there's some. I mean, if you've got any recent gen cards, then you have that. But obviously, I still feel like it's still probably a minority of the community. Especially these days, like, these cards are hard to get hold of. With the graphics card drought, right? Sometimes. And also, isn't it yeah, I forget. So it also, it's one of those things that if it was sometimes, okay, we got 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Okay, so I'm seeing total 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So there's like 12 people in the chat who play game. Maybe there's probably more, like whatever, but it's still, again, look at Minecraft, right? Look at what the ray tracing update did to the visuals. It's like, it's crazy. But it came a lot later, right? And there's a lot of games that have been adding ray tracing, but much later down the line when the game itself has like more stuff going on in it. So definitely nice to have. I would love to have VR as well, but it's just hard to allocate resources to that when there's so many other requests that the majority of players will be able to will like use and enjoy. That's the thing. If that makes sense. It's not that it's not a bad idea. We had 35 people, really? How's the server running, Climb? It seems to be running all right. Like, I'm not seeing any sim speed issues or anything. I see. Look, can we get everyone on the same location? Let's everyone meet in this this church here. I'm curious. Let's get everyone on the same location. Has it got an interior? It does actually. Okay. Everyone come into the Church of Clang here. I will sit here in the seat. Let's see. Everyone's driving up. Okay. Look at this. Descending upon this ancient church here. All right. Let's just see. Do we have enough seats? I'm not sure. I don't think we have enough seats for everybody. This is the problem with not having multi-seats, because there would be enough. Let's have a look. Yes, just what we need. Very good. Very good. Parking. Only Is that 30? Socially distanced. Yeah, that's good. Socially distanced indeed. Man, those lights though. Okay. Yeah, I think this is an example where having seats with multiple people sat on it would be amazing. Actually, you could really cram people in. Is my FOV turned up? No, it's not. Oh, that's why. All right, if I turn this FOV up a bit, we should be able to get a bit. There we go. Oh no, that's the other side. Welcome to Space Engineers. It's like one of these. Sometimes I'm streaming and I get raided by another streamer and they're like, "Oh, what game is this?" And yeah, I think it's instances like this. It can be hard to explain what this game is. I mean, obviously, you just say open, large-scale sandbox game, building sandbox creative, but it's the Space Engineers probably isn't the first name of a game that would come into your head if you saw this and you hadn't saw the game before, right? Okay. Oh man. Yeah, there's some good parking skills going on out here. The space chaos sim. It sometimes feels like that, Thor. Strong Hoof says, I managed to get a friend to buy this game yesterday. Nice. Always cool to have new engineers in the community. How we got there? 37 You know what we're doing here? We're pretty much doing a stress test. How many more people can we get on the server? 38 players. Can we actually max the server out? Climb, if you put the IP in the chat, maybe, just maybe, the server suddenly took a massive hit, but I assume something's been pasted in. I don't know, it suddenly, out of nowhere, took a hit from like 1 to 0.5, but Somebody pasted a chonker. That doesn't look that. Where's the chonker? I'm not seeing anything too chonky. This was already here. Oh, it's coming in. It's streaming. Oh no. Something is coming. We can just turn off building, I reckon. For a second here. Okay, I got the IP address here, guys. It is for Steam. I know. And I saw some sad Xbox noises. I'm sorry, guys. Let me just... this is Climb server here. So there should be the IP. I put it in YouTube now. Let's see if we can break the server here. Ideally get it back to the performance we had, though, because the performance was totally fine before whatever that thing was pasted in, so... I don't know what's going on. It was really weird. Because I think the chonker disappeared, right? I didn't see anything pasted in, but it's like worse than it was before, so it's kind of interesting. Oh, there we go. It's fixed now. Okay, we're back. Yeah, I mean, it's weird. So that's how it was before. Performance is fine now. Nothing was removed, so I'm kind of suspicious. Oh, where was it? Climb says, "Oh dear God, you don't want to see it." Apparently, it was a horrible clan creation. Okay, so it sounds like we were spared there. Maybe. Okay. I mean, I did. Yeah. Let's have a look. 43 players. Let's go. Rush B. Rush the server. Okay, a horrible clan creation with 50 subgrids. That's not good. Frankie, I love what Sigma Draconis does. The Sigma Draconis tech is great. Splitting servers and having like server linking. It's a concept that we've seen done multiple times actually over the years by different modders, and it's something that I think, like, on this stream, guys, recently I've been doing a lot of showcase, lots of news and stuff, but I still want to get back to getting some guests on. Obviously we'll have guests on the update live stream, and I know still Natik, head artist, wants to come on. I want to get Aragaf on here for sure, and also get more modders back on. And one of the things on my list, I want to do the water mods on stream. We should do the Nexus, the seamless server linking as well. How you doing, old cats? Songs. The songs you're hearing now, this is one of the new songs. Actually, the music will be coming in the next update, guys, as well. So I know you've been waiting for the sounds of Space Engineers winners, including the elevator music, will also be coming in the next update, which is coming very soon. So this is a beautiful one. This is called I don't remember this now. I think Sands of the Slave Princess, I think. Yeah, Sands the Slave Princess. Yeah, I thought so. There's some lights in here though, I think. Server's full? Nice, guys. I haven't seen a full server like that. I mean, non-server linking server. Like, just solo server here like that before for a while. There you go. Right, let's see. How's performance, actually? All right. Not too shabby. All right. So let's see if, guys, if everyone comes to church, but then we'll do something else in a minute. We'll do some other tests. I just want to get everyone grouped in together here for a second here. What do you even do with this many people? It's a good question. It's a very good question. Look at this. I love seeing this, though. I love seeing so many players together, and it's also why coming back to coming back to NPCs and stuff, it would be to help also potentially, if that was a thing, it would be great to like help populate the world, right? Oh, this is a banger of a song here. Ready for the space sea shanty?
Detecting unknown signal. Unknown spacecraft.
Well, the problem is I was allowing pacing stuff, Crimson. The problem is now some people were taking advantage of the pacing privileges, and we were getting some heresy being pasted in. I think it's hard to trust every one of these players of not pacing in something server destroying. So cars would be fine. It'd be cool to get 64 players in some smaller vehicles and racing and stuff, but we're almost full up here. And also, it's another thing that I always see when I see lots of players together like this. I know that they were kind of controversial when they first launched the player skins, right? But it is nice to see all the customization, and basically there's pretty much no one in this room with the exact same color or layout. Yeah, it's just really cool to see that. So almost everyone is like identifiable by their own kind of style, right? Going back to the micro block poll, the micro mega block poll, the results are in, and the final votes stand at 62% microgrid and 38% megagrid. So majority going for micro blocks, but still not still lots of people for mega as well. So sorry. Maybe this is the wait.
We are what you've come to fear. A blip on your radar.
This will soon be blasting out of jukeboxes all over the Space Engineers universe. This is just wild.
We are what you've come to fear. A blip on your radar. We've come from space afar. Space engineers. You've been warned.
There you go. Oh, interesting. All right, guys. So thank you to everyone who's came on the server here. We've maxed out 64 players, and everything's looking good so far. So this is giving me a new idea that we could do some like stress testing. Oh, there we go. We could do some like stress testing or some things of like heck. Let's even get to like 100 players maybe. Maybe next time we can try and break 100. Like, I feel like we have nearly enough people watching to do that, right? All right. What could we do with this many players, guys? Right now. What would be a good test? Can we all just line up somewhere and just run and wander? I just want to see like an army of engineers just running across the desert here. So everyone line up next to me here. This is just a random thing, I know, but I just want to see like a huge... actually, hold on. It's hard to see where I am. I'll just do some jumping. I'm here. All right, everyone come to me. Sorry, have I missed a question, Strong? I'm sorry. I've definitely missed questions tonight. Like I say, I'm not ignoring any one question, guys. I gotta make that real clear. I'm not ignoring anybody. Even if I was reading the questions constantly, there wouldn't be enough time to answer all of them at the same time, so... Look at this. All right. Run! Run! And no one's running. Over here. I'm over here. Let's go. Run! Come on, everybody. What? That's just crazy. That is... Look at the dust being kicked up. That is kind of scary, actually. It could make a really cool... I think Ritty said about a new Steam trailer. It's like, welcome to Space Engineers. It could make a pretty cool like community trailer, right? Yeah, like it. We used to have. I think when the game first released, we had like a trailer, and then a couple months later, we made like a community trailer. And I feel like that isn't a half bad idea. Having like a community trailer that isn't about like the game, but about the community around the game. And this could be what. Oh, something is getting. No, not this part. This bit, but this part will be cut out. But okay, just decided to suddenly stop. It's a nice picture, I guess. They do travel in engineers travel in herds. Oh, just me apparently. Everyone else is okay. So it's apparently my client crashed. All right. Just me. Everyone else is still running. Okay, hold on a second. Let me try. Oh, I won't, well, I won't be able to get back in the server now, will I? I can't get back in the server because everyone's. Oh, this is our lo-fi, guys. This is called, what's this called again? This song. This is called "Space It Out" by Swasage. All the styles of music in the jukebox soon. Okay, my game is... Just had to... 1 second. Okay, load it back up now. Oh, we could do the digging. We could do the digging voxel thing. Lo-fi hip hop beats the world too. Will the update come out this week or the next? Well, I don't even know. How many weeks are there left? Well, there's only 1 week left in July, so there's not many options left for the rest of this month. Can you talk about texture alignment? Skins of sci-fi rarely line up the way you would like. What do you mean, Molten? So, are you talking like a way to maybe choose the alignment? Because obviously the way that the textures work is that there's a thing that automatically tiles them, right? And you can't really decide. I get what you mean, because something like the sci-fi one, you want to use part of the texture somewhere and a part of the texture elsewhere. Yeah. I don't know what it would take again to have something like that where you better choose. But I can understand the need for it. I can understand the need for it. I know I can't get back in the game. I'll see if I can get back in. Gus, I make a dedicated effort to read those comments. Yep. The new teaser was shown. I'll show it right now. There we go. Thanks, Lux. I don't know. I can't load the thing right now. Let's see. Still can't select the screen yet. Oh, you reached the mountain. You're still running. Is everyone still running there? Have a good one, Viking. I'm missing all the fun. I'm so upset, Mr. Ido. I'm missing out all the fun. I got back in the server though. I'm coming up. I'm coming in. Let's see what chaos has been happening in my brief crash here. Oh, everyone stood by me. That's nice. Well, not everyone, but some people stood by me here. Thank you. Waiting for my return. That's nice. But the party's moved on. Where is everybody? I like this song here. Yep, small and large grid, heavy armor and light armor. 64 blocks TVZ in total. You're in a ship. Oh, you're in that one ship, are you? Is everyone inside this? That could be good. Can we all get inside one massive ship? And then we have to, yeah, we'll do that. And then that's how we're going to finish the stream tonight. Let's all get in one ship with a hangar, ideally at the back of the ship. And we'll just basically all get inside, go up, and then we'll all skydive. And just we'll see 64 people skydiving. It could be breaking the Space Engineers skydive record here. So I don't know where everyone's at. Should be a keen sponsored marathon while we're on the planets. I don't mind climb. We saw a ship earlier, I think, that had that capability. Oh, have I crashed again? Just me? No. Was that maybe? Well, I've been switching between dev and the dev build recently, so maybe there's something not good with my client. There's some kind of clash there, because I feel like I'm not having very good luck with this. It's just me again. Yeah, so it seems like my client is not having a good time today. So in that case, I think we're going to have to do the next stress test next time, guys, okay? Because I feel like this is going to keep happening here. Because I think there's something fishy going on in my stuff. So thank you to all 64 people who joined in today for that. We'll do that again next time. It was really good fun, actually. And I think there's a lot of fun things we can do. And it's just cool to see. It's really cool and satisfying to see that many players on screen. So stick about for the next Death, Lost in Space. And we'll try and maybe even on the release stream, we'll try and get everyone in and do something fun, okay? So that'll be all for today, guys. I think didn't answer all the questions, the impossible task, but hopefully answered some of the ones that you were after. We'll be back next week with another stream. Who knows what the content of that will be. So yeah, always can find these streams every Thursday, same time, roundabouts. And if you had a question that I did not get to, bring it back next week or the week after, and I'll try my best to get to it eventually. You can also stop by on one of my streams as well. I'm streaming 3-4 times a week sometimes, and you're always welcome to ask questions as well. Even if I can't catch them on these streams, because there's so many questions. But let's do some shout outs now. Let's see, who do we have in the chat tonight? I see Blazing Dust, Star Driver, J Matcher, Strong Hoove, Mr. Idol, Northy Park, J Matcher, Tenable Target, Rotal Bilbo, Adarainen, Terence, Ritty, Sky King, Ken, Elfie Wolf, Chelik, J Matcher, Even Star, Dun Heiko, Kingdom, Dr. Dylan, Chaos, Jabat, Blazing Dust, Iffy Circle, Kmar, B Swiss, Avanesh, Jimfingers, Selwyn, Edges Wolf, J Matcher, Soachas, Arwin, Furan, Redrax, Bandit, Terence, Maximus, Rivian, Math, Ultra Damon, The Real Mad Chat, Recalty, J Matcher, Stronghoof, Indrasil, Baldernick, Ferocious Grape, Adthink, Marcy, WSC on Twitch, and on YouTube I see Sugarfett with Pizza Time, Arm, TSC, Tomalom, Kingsley, Camben, Carl, Crimson Cool, Shogo Rain, Ozzy, Uncle Weird Beard, Connor, Zeusius, a name I can't pronounce, Molten Carnage, Shed, Douglas, Gus, who else we got here? Hammertons, Aaron, Connor, Dorians, Auron, Pluck, Void, Mikhail, Black Sight, Please Pick a Name, Joe, Diablo, Nemo, another name I can't say, I can't pronounce, Rain, Miss Nomad, Bluestone Creeper, Opaz, Emperor of Mankind, Green Bean, Kingsley, Connor. I think I'm repeating some here, aren't I? Grave, Lux, Alex, Carl, Chair, Marcus, Richard, Fam, Matthew. Any more? Commander, Nico, SG, Vinny Leader, and I think Arwin as well. Connor, Babylon. I think I nearly... Mac! There we go. Great. Sermi, Thor, Bart, Vestax, and everyone else who I may have missed or who's out there lurking in the chat. So I hope you guys had a great time today, and hope it was useful. Thank you all for coming. We had some, definitely as always, good to chat with you guys. Good to kind of vibe check the community and see how we're doing and see what's going on. The other news again today was that Nitrado servers on Xbox now support mods. So it's one of the big ones actually. That mod support is now available for private servers on Xbox through Nitrado. So that was the announcement today, other than the teasers. So until the next time, guys, we'll be back next week. Release is very soon, by the end of this month. And as always, if your rotors are banging, better hope your ship ain't clanging. It was reused, I know. I need to get some new ones.